What would happen if you were able to 10x your income in just 3 years from now? If you were literally making 10 times as much money as you're making right now, how would that change your life? What kind of freedom would that give you? What type of impact would you be able to make? The legacy you'd be able to leave. We were able to move out of that small apartment, start a family, build our dream house, travel, invest, contribute to causes around the world that we believe in, and live a life I certainly never thought possible just a few short years ago. Imagine the life you'd be able to create. And imagine having the freedom and time to enjoy it, not sometime in the distant future, but starting right now. Now, a few minutes ago, I mentioned that there was one more layer to the ask method, and this was the missing piece that brought things all together. You see, while this was all happening, I saw another trend happening online. The New York Times came out with a regional dialect quiz to tell you what part of the country you came from based on how you speak. Over 116,000 people per month take that quiz online. Dr. Oz came out with the Real Age Test, a quiz to determine what your body's real age is compared to your calendar age. Over 40 million people have taken that quiz since its inception. What I discovered was the viral appeal of using quizzes to generate leads and build your list. And the data supported it. BuzzFeed, which generates over 170 million unique visitors to their website each month, published a study of the 3-word phrases that generated the most traffic. The number 1 phrase, character are you. In other words, those what character are you quizzes. What Lion King character are you? What Harry Potter character are you? What Star Wars character are you? Now take a closer look at that infographic. The gray bar represents the range. In other words, the best performing example of each 3-word phrase and the worst performing example. If you notice, the gray bar on the second best 3-word phrase, X things only, is very wide, meaning there were some big winners, but there are also some total losers in there as well. But take a look at character are you. The gray bar is very narrow. Every single one was a home run. In other words, for BuzzFeed, character are you is something that works every single time. Now, I don't know about you, but I like something that works every single time. So I started testing using online quizzes and assessments as a way of putting people into different buckets, and then tailoring my marketing based on a person's outcome of their quiz or assessment. The results I started seeing reached a whole new level. Using the ask method, I developed a quiz in the golf market that as many as 10,000 people take daily. For now, it's become the #1 golf instruction site online. That quiz generates as much as 450 new customers every single day. In the weight loss market, using the ask method, I developed an assessment for one of the biggest weight loss brands in the country that now as much as 23,000 people take daily. That assessment generates as much as 1,200 new customers per day. And after having similar success in markets like dog training, tennis instruction, and alkaline health, and B2B markets like business funding, companies like Dish Network, the #2 satellite TV company in the United States, Agora Inc., the $900 million direct response powerhouse, and even Guthy Ranker, the billion-dollar company behind the proactive skincare line, started reaching out, asking me to implement the ask method in their business. All in all, I entered 23 different markets, generating over $100 million in sales in the process. And the ask method as it exists today was born. But for now, I don't want you to be intimidated by those big numbers, because it wasn't too long ago that I made $370 in my first month in the orchid business. In fact, I still have that little orchid business, and the passive income I generate from that business still pays our mortgage today. Now today, the ask method is everywhere. It's been featured in Inc. magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, on television, and was even rated by Forbes as one of the top 10 business trends of the year. And you're now seeing some of the greatest thought leaders in our industry using the ask method to put people into different buckets to better sell and better serve. With multi-million-dollar product launches and campaigns from thought leaders like Todd Herman, Stu McLaren, Jeff Walker, and dozens and dozens and dozens more, all using the ask method. In short, buckets represent the future of online marketing, and in many ways, the future is already here. Because it's not just thought leaders and experts who are now using the ask method, it's also regular people you've probably never heard of in all sorts of obscure markets and corners of the world. Like Jamal Miller from Chicago, who with his wife Natasha helps young couples build lasting marriages through their website, marriedandyoung.com. After Natasha became pregnant, the business was struggling to generate leads online. It was days before their baby was born when Jamal discovered the Ask Method. With their baby on the way, Jamal enrolled in the Ask Method Masterclass. And within 10 days after graduating, he had generated 10,000 new leads for his website at less than 15 cents per lead. Today, Jamal and Natasha are attracting national media attention with their success. And now, with a membership site and live events, their business is growing beyond their wildest dreams. And entrepreneurs like Ryan McKenzie from Vancouver, a husband and father who runs a small media company, along with an outdoor adventure magazine called Explore. Ryan had been struggling for months to make money with Facebook ads online and had all but given up. But he came across the Ask Method, enrolled in the Ask Method Masterclass, and in just 5 weeks after graduating, he generated 20,000 new leads on Facebook, resulting in over 1,100 new customers and $26,000 in magazine subscriptions. Today, with the Ask Method, his business is on pace to do over $1 million a year. Or Marina Kogler from Austria, who was still working a full-time job when she discovered the Ask Method. For years, Marina dreamed of launching her own business and pursuing her passion of helping healers in Austria and Switzerland. Marina had tried many different strategies to launch her business to no avail. But within weeks of graduating from the masterclass, Marina applied the Ask Method to launch her new business and made $11,000 in her first month. She was able to quit her job and is now able to pursue her passion and her new business full-time.